How to build a material compliance system in a nutshell. ComplyMarket is a Munich-based company with a focus on offering software solutions and consulting and training services to help your company to comply with material, product, and sustainability regulations in the EU and US. We ensure a compliant supply chain and save suppliers and manufacturers of valuable time and effort. ComplyMarket was born from a major European and American manufacturers' challenge. They couldn't sell their products due to non-compliant components, leading to a loss of sales and wasted resources. ComplyMarket is the solution. We're a one-stop platform for buyers and suppliers to understand global market requirements and ensure sustainability, product compliance, and market expansion. We enable you to have a smooth access in the EU and the US market by understanding EU and US product and material compliance regulations and complying with them. Our tools to achieve that are: 1. ComplyDoc gathers product compliance and sustainability data directly from the supply chain and checks them for correctness. 2. ComplyIntelligent, an AI-powered tool that pinpoints compliance requirements instantly, saving businesses time and effort. 3. ComplyPass prepares businesses for the EU's upcoming digital product passport. And we don't stop at just providing tools. We also offer training and consulting on product compliance and sustainability, making us the complete solution for global market access. Examples of some regulations we cover: CE marking RoHS worldwide, REACHPOP Minamata Convention on Mercury, Sweden's Chemical Tax Act, Chemicals Prohibition Ordinance in Germany, Medical Devices Regulation, AU Battery Regulation, Packaging Directive, Biocidal Products Regulation, Cosmetic Products Regulation TSC, a new MOA requirements in France, California Proposition 65, Canada, new Restricted Substances and Articles Regulation, PFAS Critical Raw Materials Act, Digital Product Passport, Conflict Minerals Regulation, WEEE, Recycled Content, Federal Insecticide, Fungicide Act, is Environmental Labeling Regulation, France's Environmental Labeling Regulation, and Carbon Footprint and Carbon Trade. And the most important thing, that we can build a product compliance management system according to ISO 37301 and the IDWPS 980. And also establish a material compliance management system according to IEC 63000, ISO 37301, EN 62474, IEC 62430, and IC/T 62004, 176, which can protect your company and yourself from legal issues related to product compliance. Now we start speaking about how to build a material compliance management system in a nutshell. There are 5 main steps to build a hazardous substance management program. 1. Analysis. 2. Supplier and material assessment. 3. Data collection and evaluation. 4. Data administration. 5. Data maintenance. Each of those steps should be documented as part of your technical documentations. Now we dig a bit deeper. Analysis. Under this step, you create a mechanism to analyze regulations worldwide. And this mechanism can include, according to ISO 37031, 1. Newsletters, 2. Conferences, 3. Subscription for a regulatory database, 4. Internal exchange within the company, 5. Joining industry associations, 6. External consultant companies. Once you are aware of the required regulations, you start creating your own list of restricted and declarable substances. You can also for this purpose use ComplyIntelligent, which is an AI-powered software that can quickly identify compliance requirements, which saves time and resources. The second step is supplier and material assessment, and you have 2 main components under this step: supplier assessment, material assessment. There are no fixed standard on how you do a supplier risk assessment, but I can share with you how we do it within our company we classify suppliers under 3 levels of risk: high suppliers reliability, middle suppliers reliability, and low suppliers reliability. One of the most important factors in doing such suppliers risk assessment is the rank of the country origin of the supplier in the corruption index. You can find it under this link. Suppliers with 50 points or more in corruption index will get 10 points. The second factor in doing a supplier's risk assessment is having certificates like with ISO 9001 or ISO 14001 or ISO 37301 and give the supplier extra 10 points for having ISO 9001 and or ISO 14001. If a supplier does have ISO 37301, he will be considered immediately as highly reliable supplier. Now we start doing the material risk assessment. To conduct material assessments, it is permissible to use technical judgment, as some substances are not expected to be present in certain materials. G. Organic substances and metals. Such technical judgment may be based on technical information available in the electrical/electronics industry and or literature research on the materials used in articles. It has to be done according to IEC 62321 Standard Material Risk Matrix. Now we build the matrix according to IEC 63000, and we can determine the level of documents to be collected from results of the combined risk matrix. For high risk, you should collect contract agreement plus supplier's declaration DINEN 62474 plus technical file IEC 63000 recommended plus lab testing or audit. Audit according to IEC 63000 and IEC 62476. For medium risk, you should have contract agreement plus supplier's declaration DENEN 62474. For low risk, you should have contract agreement OR general supplier's declaration. This matrix can help you to reduce your time and efforts in collecting compliance documents from many suppliers. The fourth step is about data administration and the data collection process. Usually, you are required to collect information only from your Tier 1 suppliers. However, there are some cases where you must also reach your Tier 2 suppliers. That will happen if you design the product for your Tier 1 supplier and ask him to use certain suppliers. In this case, you will be responsible to collect information from Tier 2 suppliers. Here I must share with you that a valid declaration should have the following elements: company letterhead, correct regulation or guideline mentioned, legislative reference, clear reference to the parts or products to be covered by the declaration, declaration of the compliance status, declaration of any present substances, signed by a suitable person, includes a reference date. How also to test and avoid losing money in a wrong testing. When you test, you should consider testing using mixed samples principle and do a test called risk-based testing in a lab accredited according to ISO 17025. And the scope of accreditation in mention clearly the test which will be done. For example, for ROHS, you need to check EN 62321X. There are many testing techniques, and XRF is one of them. XRF screening refers to the process of analyzing chosen hazardous homogeneous materials by utilizing X-ray fluorescence, XRF technology. The evaluation of ROS status and additional chemical testing based on XRF screening results is the process of analyzing the ROS compliance of the materials tested using XRF screening and performing further essential chemical testing as needed. Testing for the presence of phthalate can be performed using gas chromatography, mass spectrometry, GCMS, or chromatography, as XRF screening is not a reliable method for this particular test. For REACH and POP, there are no testing standard available and instruments like CMS and HPLC. However, please be aware that testing is not required in many cases, and you are just losing your company, making your product more expensive, and getting less competitive. Therefore, you list only if they have completed the previous steps we mentioned in the risk matrice. That is how product compliance can affect your competitiveness if you do not do things in the correct way. The fifth step is about data maintenance. 1. Train and involve your supply chain. Why? Ensuring that your suppliers understand the importance of compliance and the role they play is critical. This involves training them about the importance of quality, regulations, and ensuring they provide accurate and timely information. Action steps. 1. Identify key personnel or representatives from each supplier. 2. Organize regular training sessions focused on compliance requirements. 3. Use real-world case studies to highlight the importance of compliance. 4. Maintain open lines of communication for any questions or clarifications. 2. Conduct random analytical compliance checks. Why? Random checks ensure that suppliers remain vigilant and adhere to standards at all times, and not just during scheduled inspections. Action steps. 1. Develop a checklist of key compliance metrics and requirements. 2. Schedule random checks without prior intimation to suppliers. 3. Document the results and provide feedback to suppliers. 4. Initiate corrective actions where necessary and monitor progress. 3. Utilize a suitable database for storage of collected information. Why? A centralized system allows for easy retrieval, updating, and analysis of information. It ensures that the information is accurate, consistent, and secure. Action steps. 1. Evaluate existing database solutions or consider custom solutions based on your unique requirements. 2. Implement strict access controls to ensure data integrity and security. 3. Regularly backup data to avoid any loss. 4. Train staff on how to use, update, and retrieve information from the database. Engage in horizon scanning and take anticipatory measures for forthcoming regulations. Why? Being prepared for changes in regulations ensures smooth transitions and reduces the risk of non-compliance. For instance, substances of very high concern, SVHC, is updated twice annually, so monitoring this is essential. Action steps. 1. Assign a dedicated team or individual for horizon scanning tasks. 2. Subscribe to regulatory newsletters or industry updates. 3. Attend industry seminars or workshops on regulatory changes. 4. Review potential impacts and develop a strategy to address any changes proactively. 4. Create a plan for updating the collected information. Why? Information can change, whether it's due to updated regulations, new supplier data, or other factors. Regular updates ensure data accuracy. Action steps. 1. Determine a regular schedule for updates. G. Quarterly. B. Annually. 2. Assign responsibility for updates to specific personnel or teams. 3. Use the database to flag out-of-date information. 4. Maintain an audit trail for all updates to track changes and ensure accountability. If you would like to get a demo of ComplyDoc, our software for supply chain material compliance management, please write us an email at ComplyMarket@ComplyMarket.com. If you still have any questions, please write us an email at ComplyMarket@ComplyMarket.com. Do not forget to get asked about our workshops. 1. Advanced Training on Material Compliance and Sustainability Workshop. 2. Advanced Training on the New Battery Regulation. 3. How to build a product compliance management system according to ISO 37301. 4. How to create digital product passport system within your company. 5. How to use material efficiency standards to calculate durability, reparability, and recyclability.